Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows at the NFL.
And we drop you in here under the lights. First drive of the contest. On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Allen. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. He's to the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris, 49 yards. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure.
Time for this defense to try and stiffen as they'll try here to defend a 1st and 10 situation at their own 17-yard line. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off play action, Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Allen now on 1st down. It's complete to Diggs. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Here's Bass now to send it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7. So a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Harris running straight ahead and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Pickett. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Deontay Hardy back deep. This is taken at the 23. Gets past one man. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From midfield, here's Allen. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st down, Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Pickett trying to get his guys up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your play...
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Here's Hardy set to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On play action, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. A very solid gain of 27.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A final shot before half for Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. On second down, it's Warren, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on third and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That's taken on the 25. Able to avoid him at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. First throw now for the backup Allen. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. And they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force. It gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Warren. And I think the ball's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
They'll run on first down. It's Ward, and he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just fine.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Allen off the bootleg. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Allen off the play fake. On the move to his left. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. Another big play here as they strike for 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On play action, Allen. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. The veteran who spent last season in Denver, it's Latavius Murray. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dalton Kincaid. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steelers ready for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their own 25-yard line. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Trubisky. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Trubisky will throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The Bills getting set to go. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Allen. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Has his man, it's Shakir. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, Murray. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Latavius Murray taking it in from the 20. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And now out come the Bills. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Up the middle, Murray. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play. And they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it. And he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Here's Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Khalil Shakir, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. The Trubisky and the Steelers going to come up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. A good pickup there at 22. Now, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Again, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Let's go.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.